Good evening and welcome to the edition of Sky Blue Fans TV. It's all getting exciting now, isn't it? 10 unbeaten this season, 5 clean sheets, 22 goals difference, another 3 points in the bag, and of course we're top of the league. What more can you ask, eh? The Sky Blues are sky high, aren't they? So we're going to discuss that tonight. We were hoping to have a Pompey fan on. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, so we're going to discuss the Portsmouth game on Tuesday night later on in the programme. Without the Pompey fan, we'll do that between ourselves. But we have got a panel of guests for us tonight, so let's bring them in. Good evening, Vicky.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, there's no Claudio tonight, by the way. He's got a sore throat, so we might get a word in.
Me a bit.
We might get a word in edgeways now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Luke. Good evening, Luke Carter.
Good evening, all. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You were on you were with Claudio, weren't you, after the match?
Yes.
On Saturday, so I'm sure you'll have your good views on the game. And of course, we've got Miles. Good evening, Milesy.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. We are top of the league, so we are top of the league. Get in. Yeah. Come on.
It's nice to hear that song echoing around the CBS arena, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And,
yeah.
You have to pinch yourself sometimes. You think, well, are we actually top of the league? We still are top of the league, yeah. We were off it for about, less than 24 hours, weren't we, when Middlesbrough beat Ipswich on Friday night. But we regained our top spot on Saturday by our 3 points against Blackburn. So we'll discuss that now. Discuss the game, and we'll start with you, Vicky, tonight, because I've seen you enjoying the game because I was not far from you. I was looking down. What was your choice on the first time? I mean, the selection. There's no real surprises there, was there, in the team selection to start with? Because it's basically what we expected, I think. Yeah,
and I think that it's becoming established now that we're not going to see many surprises from Frank. He likes to keep it stable when he can, can't he? So I think that most weeks, unless there's an injury or something, we'll be seeing pretty much the same. He adopts a slightly different style to Robbins, doesn't he? He's not into resting players, he's just into playing week in, week out. So I guess we saw that again on. I mean, we discussed whether we might rest Wright after his international, but he's straight back in the game. So
I think that was the only one on fans' lips, weren't it? Whether Wright coming back from international duty would rest and then maybe brought Sims in to start the game. But fair play to Frank, he stuck with full strength side, didn't he?
Yeah. And it was an interesting first half, wasn't it? Blackburn, I was surprised how much they came to try and get something from the game, really, because obviously you sort of see they're towards the bottom of the table. You think you're sort of fairly reserved, but I thought they were one of the better teams that we've seen at the. If they'd got a proper striker, we had some trouble in the first half. I don't think that we were fully on our game for the. I mean, if BMC had scored that goal early on, things might have been different, mightn't they? But I think to that, Blackburn definitely built into that first half.
Yeah.
It's
It was good. It was a good save from the keeper, to be fair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that didn't go in, and as the game went on, they sort of crept back into it, didn't they? And I was quite surprised because they were playing quite a high line, weren't they? They were pushing up and trying to stop us.
Let's sit back and just try and. I mean, you were sort of expecting them to play like Norwich did a few weeks ago when you're looking at the sort of respective teams, but they really went for it.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, we went in 1-1, 0-0 at half time. So I mean, we were all a bit disappointed in it. But Luke, what was your thoughts on that first half? Because I was always confident in the second half we'd come back out. I think and get that first goal. I was confident we'd do that. But you just had the funny feeling in the back of your mind that they could sort of catch us on the break and score because they were pushing forward, weren't they, Blackburn?
Yeah, there was. And we talked before the game, and I said they've definitely got, looking at the way they play, they've definitely got a goal in them. So I did think they would grab one, and I was worried at the way they started and came at us. I thought they might get that first one. How do we respond? Saturday with Claudio, but that.
Right,
Not
Luke's.
used to not.
Oh,
I
You
cut
said-
out. Sorry.
yeah, you cut that. Go on, say again, mate.
Yeah, so I said, like I said to Claudio on Saturday, I'm not used to sort of now at the minute not scoring a goal quite quickly, which is kind of like sport behaviour, isn't it? But yeah, I think we struggled in midfield there. I think they was dominators there, and I could see a goal. I could see a scoring. I thought it'd be a lot sooner, but they played really well. I think they were honestly the best team that's played at our ground, away team so far this season.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought Blackburn were very impressive. And when you look at their league position, which is down in the bottom half, I was quite surprised, to be honest. As I say, I expected them to sort of come here and defend. And it was nothing like that. It was quite open, wasn't it? They were pushing forward every opportunity, weren't they?
How they're bottom, if they play like that week in, week out, how they're bottom, I don't know. I don't really follow. I've not watched a lot of their highlights, but I imagine it's just doing what they're doing. They outrun us off the pitch in the first half, but still ended up walking away with nothing. So that's probably been the story of their season so far. Which, we've all done it. We've gone away, haven't we, in away games, and we've dominated that first half and most of that second half, and then just still come away with either a point or nothing, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But we did get the goals in the end. 2 quick goals, weren't there, Miles? And I think that killed them off a little bit, didn't it, in that second half?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I just want to say well done to Blackburn for coming to our stadium and trying to give it a real good go, and they really did. The first few minutes, they were right at us, straight from the off. And I was sat there and I says, blimey, these have come to have a right go at us here. They're really going to try and take the game to us. And the thing for me is the way that they, there's a lot of teams that would probably turn up, sit back and not probably go at us like that. And they'd probably wait for us to break them down, then catch us on the break. But they really went at us, and fair play to them, because, it sort of, I think in the first half, I think we were still on whatever they were doing during the international break. I don't know. I think they were still I think a couple of them went away for a few days. So, Sims went away for a few days. I know he didn't start, but maybe some of the others had popped off for a couple of days, and maybe their heads were still there. But I just thought first half, I thought we really ground that out, really, I think. I want to touch on the first half because Blackburn did come at us. They had a little spell. Then we had a spell. Mason Clark went close with a great shot across the face of goal. Keeper palmed it out. Shame there was no one running in there. Hadji was a little bit deeper than he normally is. So, probably if he had gambled a little bit more, Thomas Asante may have been running in on it, which was a little bit something that we haven't done for, all season. We have been running in on those rebounds from the keeper. And as you know, a couple of Asante's goals have come that way, where he's something just fell down at me. Something's attacking me. Hold on a sec. What the heck? Where was that? Spider's just knocked off the wall. So it was great to see, because I think yesterday we probably would have gone in 1 or 2-0 down yesterday if that was a couple of years ago. Yeah, there was that mentality. I think Luke came round last night and we were talking about it and about mentality. And I think Robbins had the mentality with some of the players that because we didn't have a lot of money to spend, it was probably to his team talk to, the team that we brought in with limited funds was, okay, let's go out. Let's see what we can do. We know we could probably make the playoffs. Just go and give it your best. But Frank and the team have drilled it into this team that they're good enough to compete and they're good enough to be at the top of this table. And you can see it because there's a lot of swagger now. There's, is it cockiness? I suppose to become good, you've got to have a bit of swagger and you've got to start being a bit cocky. And I think you could see it. Bobby Thomas was one I pointed out last night that he went down after an injury and he got up and he stuck his chest out, stuck his head out high, and it was like watching Stuart Pearce back in the day. You know how Stuart Pearce used to stick your chest out, put your head up high and go, come on then, come and have a go if you think you can. And that's the sort of thing you can see now in the team, that they are playing with such a... it's not cocky. It's just swagger.
I think it's confidence, really. Confidence.
Confidence, and that Frank's drilling it into him and saying, "Look, you can do this. You are good enough to be there." And I was saying last night, we have got to take out of that performance yesterday. You've got to give a lot of thanks to Mark, Adi, Dennis Lawrence, Dave Boddy, because we wouldn't be where we are today. That all that work in the background's done, and Frank and the team have come in, and all they've done is tweak it, and they've given new, fresh idea on it, younger idea on it. We've got top quality coaches, and in that first half, we showed grit and determination yesterday. It was like, as I say, we probably would have gone 2-0 down before half time a couple of seasons ago, even last season probably, and. They didn't think that yesterday. They just kept trying to, get to halftime. That was the key yesterday. Don't concede, get to halftime, go in, regroup, come out in the second half. And, in the second half, we started to push them back then because they couldn't keep that up. They couldn't keep that up for 90 minutes. We started to push them back. And then all of a sudden it was bang, bang. And their players, you've even seen it on the replays, the highlights, that two of their defenders went down on their backs and they've gone, oh my God. They'd done all the hard work. They had done all the hard work, Blackburn, yesterday. They worked so hard to try and not concede a goal. And they did work hard. And just two class quality volleys. And they were volleys. And they were, wow. And if you're going to win the league, that's how you kill a team off. You go bang, bang. And that's it. They're done. And they go, oh, well, what am I doing here? Let's just get on the team bus. Let's just go home. Because that's how it was. It was 2 goals in 2 minutes. It was two goals in 2 minutes.
It wasn't our best performance by a long shot, was it? It was.
No.
And I think, if you can play badly and still get 3 points and keep a clean sheet, which we did.
It wasn't a bad performance, Ken.
It wasn't a bad performance.
It wasn't a bad performance. It wasn't a finished performance. It was something. As I was saying,
we could go up a gear, though, couldn't we? We could go up a gear if we wanted.
Yes, exactly. And it took 2 quality finishes to kill them off. And that's what you got to do if you're going to win this league. That's what you got to do. You got to soak up all the pressure. You got to soak up as much pressure. Like Tuesday night's going to be hard. Tuesday night is going to be. I mean, they've beat Middlesbrough before the international break. They've gone to Leicester yesterday and come away with a point.
Yeah,
fair play to them.
Good point for them. That's a great result.
And they could have won. They could have won that. They hit the bar as well. They hit the bar in the first half. Towards the end of the first half, it's going to be a tough match. But if we can do what we did Saturday and grind it out, get to halftime, 0-0, whatever. And then you go again second half. That performance yesterday, it wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. It was a very tactical game, and we did it. We come out on top. I think we just, we took it to them in the second half, and they took it to us in the first half. And I think after the second goal went in, we controlled it. Then I think.
Yeah. I don't think we were any danger after that second goal went in. No. Vicky, tell us about. I mean, the goals were down the other end for a change, weren't they? They weren't up our end.
They normally always are, aren't they? We don't get one down our end.
No, there were 2 good finishes, weren't they? 2 good finishes.
Oh, cracking finishes. And I think, like Miles has alluded to there, I think. That everyone was struggling with the midfield. A few players weren't quite at the top of their game. But the holding on, like we've seen that last season, didn't we? You're watching teams and you're thinking, how are they top of the league or how are they winning? Like when you see, and it's that sort of performance yesterday where you're not at your best. Blackburn probably feel aggrieved they've got nothing out of that game, and we've turned up and we've ground out that victory in a different way. Like that was a different type of performance, wasn't it? That's not the same way that we've won other games this season, but we've won in a different way, and that's what you have to do if you want to go up as champions. And so, to me, I actually came away from that game feeling more positive than before, even though it wasn't a great game, because it just showed that we've got a way of winning, and that was 2 cracking finishes. Especially, I mean, we already know that Torp had that in his locker, but Asante, that was a. I mean, he's just growing this season, isn't he? So much. So
he's on fire at the moment, isn't he? He's on fire. I mean, who'd have thought that? You know, Asante, he's always the sort of player that the scapegoat, if you like, isn't he? Always used to get brought off, or you know, the got a lot of criticism, to be fair, off the fans when he first came in. So, but he's starting to prove people wrong, isn't he?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, just is all around effort as well. Like me and Kevin always have a chat at the end of the game and say who's our man of the match, and we both gave that to Asante yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I saw that he got that in the lounges as well, didn't he? So I think that because he's covering so much ground, and he's just upped his game all round really. And you feel like he's a threat in front of goal as well now, which I'm not sure that you always did last season.
Yeah, he had a lot of possession, but he tended to lose the ball a lot, didn't he? He did the right things.
Whereas now you do. Yeah.
And that's, of course, confidence. Luke, confidence is a massive thing in football, isn't it? And as I say, obviously the second half, after that second goal went in, we were in total command, I thought, and we perhaps could have got a couple more goals, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's like what Miles said about the sort of kind of it's not cockiness, it's a confidence, and as long as they can learn to be grounded at the same time, there's no stopping them. But yeah, I think whatever Frank's doing behind the door, closed doors is working on the likes of sort of De Silva and Asante, because they've gone from being sort of your average players with like making bad mistakes to, you know, top class players. I mean, no one's going to really want to leave Asante at the starting squad now, really, the way he's playing. No. You know, go back a season ago, no, you know. So I think whatever's going on behind, like in the training ground at Wrighton, Frank's doing something right. He comes with a winning mentality anyway, doesn't he? So, I mean, you look at some of the goals. Both goals on Saturday were very Lampard-esque, weren't they? They are very, you know, from outside the box. So he's obviously training them on volleys. I think I heard somewhere, was it Asante made a comment when he was asked in an interview? He said, "Oh, we've been practicing volleys," you know. So
I mean, that's what one of my criticisms before the rugby. We didn't shoot enough. And if you don't shoot, you don't score, do you?
No, box, have a go.
Yeah. And Lampard used to do that all the time, didn't he? In his Chelsea days. How many great goals has he scored over the years? We've seen on telly. There's loads, isn't there? You can look back on.
Yeah, both Chelsea and England. I'd say I think he's got that attacking. I mean, if you looked at the confidence in attack now is so much so that I think all on the free, we had free kicks, was trying to take them so quickly, just keep going, attack. You know, to the point where they're putting players behind the ball until their players had a chance to regroup. So I think that attacking sort of confidence now is there for us. I mean, he seems to be good at the back as well. Rushworth, I think he's gaining.
I was going to say 5 clean sheets. That's a great record, isn't it?
10 saves on Saturday. They kept us in that.
That first save in the first half, it was like wow, because that was down our corner, and you know when he tipped that round the post, I just went wow. I said to Paul Cutterford, sits next to me, Will's in front of me, Tyler then, Richie's next to me, they're all in front, and I've just gone wow, and they all went wow, that is some save. That is a Premier League goalkeeping save. And talking about clean sheets, I don't know if you know, but we've never done that. We've never done 5 clean sheets.
It's the first time ever.
First time ever.
I know you've got a few stats for a bit later on, haven't you? We will talk about them. But there's quite a few records being broken with Mr. Lampard, and we tend to be breaking quite a few.
It's 5 wins, clean sheets. We've never done it without conceding a goal. So we haven't done 5 wins with clean sheets. We've only done it with conceding goals. So we've never done it without conceding a goal. So it's and when you look at it, it's 5 wins without conceding a goal and a draw at Leicester. We didn't concede a goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
and a massive 22 goal swing, in our favour. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
29 goals. Yeah, 29 goals. It's just daft, isn't it? 29. I was disappointed yesterday. I wanted 3 because I wanted us to end up on 30 goals in 10 games.
Yeah, we can't be greedy, but yeah, it's not.
We can.
You can. You flipping can. You can, definitely. But it was one of those games, it was one of those games where you are you're coming back after international break. If you come away with a 1-0 win, you're happy, aren't you?
Yeah.
We grabbed 2 goals and you've got to take away from that we've got all 3 points, took us straight back to the top of the table. And it wasn't, as I was saying, it was a very well earned 3 points yesterday by grinding that result, because Blackburn came to upset the party, didn't they? They really
first goal was key as well, wasn't it, Miles? First goal was key as well, because if Blackburn had got that first goal,
yeah, I think it's such relief, weren't there, around the stadium when that relief when that first goal went in, because it meant obviously it gives you that little bit of a leeway when you go goal up and you know that they've got to come out a little bit more, they've got to change their tactics a little bit more, so there's going to be more gaps. And then within a couple of minutes, it was 2-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, as you say, Vic, that was crucial. That first goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that if Blackburn had got the first goal, that would have been tricky. Because they'd have had a game plan for that, wouldn't they? And I'm not sure that we'd necessarily got anything out of the game in that situation. So it was.
The weather's playing havoc, I think, because everybody keeps to be freezing.
Yeah, you froze them, Vic. You were like,
"What did I?" Sorry.
You were like, ah.
It's all right. Carry on. Say again what you said, because we missed it.
Say again.
So just for saying that it was one of those games where everybody contributes a little bit, doesn't it? Like Rushworth and his saves, and so the defence doing their job whilst we're trying to sort out maybe getting a chance up front, and so it's everybody playing their part, and I think probably that's been the trouble in some past seasons. Like there was games where we gave away such sloppy goals that we made it difficult for ourselves, and that sort of resolution at the back and be able to rely on Rushworth to step up when needed is part of what's like standing us in such good stead this season, making such a difference. Because defensively we're just much more solid, and it's so much easier in that game, isn't it, to grind out a result if you're still at 0-0. Whereas if you've given them the lead, it just changes the whole dynamic, and that's what we'd have probably done last season. We'd have given them a goal in the first half, and then we're having to try and fight back from that, and it's just so much harder. So I think like players like Rushworth have got there's been a great addition to the squad.
Yeah, I quite agree. I think what he said after the match, somebody asked him about his future, and he said he's been made so welcome at the club. It's a fantastic club, and he'd welcome the chance of staying longer. So you never know, the club might be able to do a deal and get him on a permanent basis, because there's no doubt about it. He's a quality goalkeeper, and he commands his box. He's only going to get better, isn't he? So he's just, the confidence at the moment is running through the team at the moment. So and you got that impression, even if we do have an off game, we can still get something out of it. And that's a good thing, and then that's how you win things at the end of the day. You've seen like Liverpool or Man United in the past not having a particularly good game, but they still go and win it or pick a point up, and they go on and win trophies or win the league, and that's how they do it. Right, no Miles. There's no Claudio tonight because he's got a sore throat. Bless him. Get well soon, Claudio. I'm sure you're watching. But we might get a word in edgeways now because he's not on. So
I don't know. The way you're going.
I'm trying to make up for all the lost time. But you're going to do the comments for us, aren't you?
I will do, yeah. But we've gone on this run, where we've all these clean sheets and stuff. Yeah. We did a 4 in a row in 22-23, and the first game was against Blackburn. And second game was against Watford. Well, we got Watford Saturday, haven't we?
Yeah.
But then it was Wigan. Then it was Wigan and QPR. So that's when we did 4 in a row. So it's bit mad, really, bit mad. Just bear with me one moment. Just I've just logged. I don't know why it's logged out. It's all right. I don't know what's going on. 2 secs. Well, I'm back on it now. I'm here. Here. Right. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so let's get some comments in then.
What are they saying? What's everybody? Hopefully all positive.
Well, I'll tell you something. We've got that many comments, right? I don't know if we're going to get through to them all tonight, but we will try our very best. And we will try and get through to all of them as much as we can. And don't forget, if I make some mistakes, don't laugh at me, please. Right, here we go. Hayley Littlewood. Good evening, Hayley Littlewood. Hi, CCFC fans. I think
Harley.
Oh, is it Harley? Sorry. See what I mean? I told you. I'd make a mistake straight away.
That's Wayne Littlewood's lad, I think, Harley.
Is it? Harley. Yeah. Harley. Hiya, Harley. Good evening. Paul Cuttiford, let's get back to raw, passionate football and don't think too hard about it. We go again Tuesday. There's a few hi for alls, so hi to everybody. Yeah. Mark Patman says, evening, guys. Yes, we are top of the league. Whippy. Wayne Brewerton. Oh, we've got something to talk about Wayne Brewerton later. We've got something we need to promote for him. Wayne Brewerton's come on. Evening all. Great win. Bit slow first half, but turned it around in the second half. Certainly did. Shy Tappens has come in and said, had to leave after 20 minutes, but followed the update on City site. Oh, I hope everything was okay, Shy. I don't know what happened there then. I hope everything's okay. Worldwide Travel Podcast. If you haven't listened to this podcast, it's really good. So head over. If you want to think about somewhere to go on holiday, have a little listen. It is good. I said before the Blackburn game, if we could get a minimum of 12 points from the next 6 games before the next international break, I would be fully on board that we can sustain a top 2 push. Good start. Oh, flipping heck. Claudio's come in and said good evening, so his typing skills are still there.
Oh, good evening.
Katie Blake. First half was poor. No control of the midfield. Goals were top draw. It shows what a good team we are to score when we are not on top of the game. Yes, absolutely. Totally agree with that. Salop CCFC. Oh, Salop CCFC sent us this lovely cast iron Coventry City crest that we will do as a prize on the show one day, or an auction when we do another auction and stuff. So it will be up for grabs, or a raffle prize at one of our shows. It's really smart. So he sent that. Thank you very much, Salop CCFC, for that. Think the crowd yesterday were all snoozing after drinking so many £3.60 pints at the indoor fan park from 12 o'clock. Flipping it. I heard they sold out of beer. Rich T had a feeling Blackburn were going to be a test. They did to us what we have been doing to others, chasing everything first to the ball, etc. Class finishing won us the game. Darren Mayo, when's the next England watch along? I have a selection of newspapers from 2006 I kept from the day my son was born. You can use those. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it, Luke, but we did a watch along with England, and we were that bored we ended up reading a newspaper from 1963.
I was watching the game. I turned over to Gardener's World. Thought I need live number.
You should be able to turn over and watch us.
Oh,
unbelievable. Yeah. Right, get him off. He's not coming on here again. Gibbo, evening. Good win yesterday, although not at our best. Nice to speak with Ken in the indoor fan zone.
Yes,
what do you think to our latest initiatives?
Yeah, we were quite impressed with it, and Gibbo was as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
We've got some pictures later on, and we'll show you them. But it was a good... I popped in before the game, where it was absolutely packed, and then I popped in again afterwards, which there wasn't so many in there. But I think they had a few teething problems, but that's only the first time it's happened. So they will improve. They'll get everything right eventually. I'm sure they will.
Well, if they can't get in and they don't want to stay in there, get down, Dylan's, because I'm DJing for the next 2 games. It was great last night. It was great after the game in there last night. I had everyone singing "We're top of the league" and everything. It was brilliant. Paul Stratton, Blackburn first team to work us out. However, good teams still find a way, and true to form, we did. Why was the crowd so
Subdued.
Subdued.
Very strange. Steve Price, evening all. Not a great performance, but excellent teams win when they're not at their best. 4 wins on the trot, 5 clean sheets is absolutely outstanding. It is. Steve went to see the enemy the other night in Cardiff. They had pictures taken. It was really good. Looked really good on their photos. Sell up CCFC. Claudio will blame being ill on not being in the corporate and having to sit with the great unwashed.
He's had to wind his neck in and come back to the normal seats. He don't like it.
No, you don't like it. Assassins Unite. Hi all. I've never seen so many happy sky blue faces. This is the time of our lives. Enjoy it. We are top of the league. It's amazing. We were talking last night, weren't we, Luke? And we're just buzzing, aren't we, mate? Absolutely buzzing. It's just brilliant.
What a time to be alive. You know, it's like I said to you, you know, how do you get greedy, don't you? You sit there going, well, we should have had about 3 by now. It's only half an hour gone. We should have had about 3 or 4.
Our partners were getting really fed up last night because we just started going into Cov City chat and they went in the kitchen out the way because we wouldn't shut up. and they asked me to put some music on, so I put We Live and Die in These Towns on. Trevi Merriman. I felt our midfield went missing first half, but second half, after a few tweaks, we improved the second half. Yeah, definitely. Frank Wood, Blackburn showed the rest of the division how to play against us. However, very difficult to keep up that level of intensity for 90 minutes. Yes, that's what we were saying. It's really difficult to keep that up. Finn, evening all, great win from 2 technical pieces of skill. Blackburn are seriously in a false position. We need to up our game against Pompey. Yes, we do. Definitely do. Wayne Littlewood ain't happy. Midfield needs a rocket. Really? Very lackluster. However, what amazing strikes for both goals. Asante had been dreadful before this season, but he has a swagger and the boy does it look good. Yes, it does look good. As we and Claudio said, when we signed him last season, we were like, oh, what a player. And he come to us, didn't he? And we were like, what's going on? This ain't the player that we thought we were signing. All of a sudden, this guy has come in against Derby, throwing in at the deep end because Sakamoto was injured. And he's just took his place and he's showing how good he is. He really is. It's absolutely brilliant. Mick Davenport, hi guys. Another great win, even though we below par first half. A win is a win. Yes, it don't matter. Look at Man United today. They were under the cosh all day, all game. And they went and beat, unfortunately, they went and beat Liverpool. But anyway, sell up CCFC. After the first goal, the whole team got together down in Singer's Corner for a little team talk, reassuring themselves that was nice. Yeah, I wonder what that was about. Because Man United did that today as well. Janet says, you have to believe. I'm starting to believe, Janet. It's unbelievable. I'm just buzzing. It's just bloody brilliant. Rounds of possibility. The confidence is coming from the defence and Rushworth. We need to buy him despite having Dovin. Well, this is it. People were saying when we signed Kessler Hayden, we can't have a £5 million player sitting on the bench. Why can't Coventry City have a £5 million player sitting on the bench? Other teams have £5 million players sitting on the bench. So why can't Coventry City? That's what I say. Assassins Unite. We're playing like a top-of-the-table team, clinical and not panicking. It bodes well for the season. Oh, it is blooming brilliant, isn't it? Michael Moore. Those volleys don't happen by accident. Hard work and practice on show. Yes, definitely. Rounds possibility. How do we make the room for Radoni? I don't know. We'll have to find that out. Well, Frank will have to sort that out, not us. Leave that to Frank. Matt SB, good evening, Matt. The Swaz on BTA goal was crazy. What a goal. It was just brilliant. Finn, crowd was a bit flat. We need to get behind them for 90 minutes. Simon Wells. Oh, here we go. Simon, cheer up, will ya? Fearing Pompey Tuesday night. Looked good last night. This will show how good we are. Yeah, it's a tough trip. It is a tough trip, but we're going down. We're going to be spending the night down there. We're going to go out for a few beers, aren't we? He's also coming in and says that a big call out for Thomas Asante, Victor Torp. What a season they are both having. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And another thing I'd say, I was on about Radoni, and he won our award last year for Player of the Season, and he won it by a mile, didn't he? But I think this season, there's so many other candidates you could, at the moment, you can put in there, can't you? You struggle to pick a Player of the Season at the moment because there's so many that have improved. So it'll be interesting come the end of the season, the player awards, who gets it.
Yeah, I think when we were talking Thursday night, we were saying that Matt Grimes is getting a lot of attention, isn't he? And maybe he could run away with it this season, but
yeah,
we'll have to just wait and see. Maybe we could do a poll halfway through the season and see where we are there.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one. Stu Court, good evening, Stu. Valuing teams always cause you issues through aggression. Same on Tuesday, with their fans making it uncomfortable and atmosphere. Yeah, it's going to be a rocking atmosphere there. But the away fans were sold out, and you know what the away fans are like. We'll sing for 90 minutes, won't we?
Yeah.
Rob Murray, we would have lost that sort of game last season. Credit for keeping in there. Yes, definitely. Paul Stratton, team need the crowd more than ever when they're not playing at the best. Not when they are 2-0 up. Atmosphere yesterday, worse for a long time. It was a bit flat at first, wasn't it? It really was. Rich T, good evening, Rich T. Ellis Sims is winning me around. Some good recent substitution performances. Doesn't start ahead of Hadji. If fit, though, he seems like a likeable chap as well. Hey, Vic. Hey, you're winning them over. This was a while ago, but Salop says, give us all a thumbs up, guys. Come on, give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe as well if you haven't subscribed. It's free. And hit that notification button as well. Yeah. That will tell you when we're going live. Rounds of possibility says, sign Wushworth in the summer if we get promoted. Well, yeah, we don't know how much he's going to cost. We offered 5, but they wanted more, didn't they? And Joyner, wasn't a bad performance, to be fair. Thankfully, we improved in the second half. 2 great goals in as many minutes. Such a great feeling. Can we give a shout out to Ken for his birthday and Vicky's lovely friend Bob by us in Block 626, who both had their birthday mugshots on the screen yesterday.
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't know anything about mine, to be honest. I don't know who organised that, but yes, thank you very much. But I was quite shocked when I seen the picture because I missed it at half time. I went to go and get something to eat.
I told you.
And I told you. Didn't see it.
What did I tell you, Vic? What did I tell you? I said you missed it.
I didn't see it, but I'd seen it when obviously somebody took a picture of it and showed it me afterwards. I was quite surprised. I thought, oh, bloody hell. But yeah, that's nice. It was nice.
I knew he'd miss it. I told you, didn't I? Dave Green. Rushworth was my man of the match. If he hadn't have made those saves, we would have struggled to come back. This distribution wasn't great yesterday, his distribution, but his first job is to keep the ball out of the net, and he nailed it. Yes, he definitely did. Anthony Betterfor sat the laundry staff if we have never had 5 clean sheets. Finn says, yes, Doug King should pay whatever it takes for Rushworth. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Gavster Legrand, we would have lost that game last year 1-0. Yes, we probably would have done. Right, do you want to carry on then, and I'll tick some more comments because there is loads, and I'm going to pick the best ones out if that's all right.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, Luke, I was going to speak to you about obviously the performance. Who would you say the man of the match for you was yesterday? Because there's quite a few contenders. Asante got it, but for me, I mean, I'd have gone with Grimes, to be honest, because I thought Grimes was the cog in. He was there, everything mopping up. He got us going. He spreading the passes here, there, and everywhere. I know Asante got it up in the lounges. Who was your choice for him?
Well, interestingly enough, my choice was Asante, but it was a tough one between him and Grimes. I think Grimes had an absolute blinder of a game again. I just like the way the running about that Asante did yesterday. He came back, he pulled back when he needed to. He held the ball well, and yesterday his goal was brilliant. So I just think, I think Asante it topped me just slightly, but Grimes is absolutely fantastic. I mean, for me, usually most games I'll always say Grimes. Despite Hadji scoring 2 or 3 goals, I'll always say Grimes because he is the playmaker in that middle.
And he does a lot of things a lot of the fans don't recognise, do they? They don't see it. He mops up at the back. He's there, last-ditch tackles and covering for the defenders a lot as well. So,
a friend of mine who works with, I think, believes Swansea fans. When we signed Grimes, he was really, really ecstatic about it because he was talking. He said, "Do you remember when they last played us? It's one player. There's always that one player for the opposite team, and you go, someone just take him down, or someone just stop him." And Grimes was that person for Swansea against us. And then we get him. You think this is going to be good for us, but I mean, I did like as well. I noticed Liam. I don't know if anyone else noticed Liam Kitchen yesterday. On Saturday. Yes. Just riling getting the players going. I've not seen like that for a long time, but he was literally shouting and really just sort of keeping that sort of mentality going. And I was quite pleased to see that. It was nice that he's sort of getting involved more like that now, and you see the passion is there with him.
I saw talked to that a few times as well, Luke, yesterday, and I thought that's a good sign. If you've got a few players throughout the squad that are just making sure that the rest of them are all just keeping up those levels, not just the captain. You've got like Kitchen, Torp, Grimes all doing that well. That bodes well for us as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Would you have gone for Asante, Vicky, as well?
No, he was mine. I mean, actually, it probably goes back to being greedy again. I thought in the first half that Grimes didn't have his best game in the first half yesterday. But again, it was probably still better than most. But I suppose that just shows the levels he normally hits every week, that he just fell a little bit short, and you sort of think, he's not quite at his full game, and but still can make such an influence over a game. But I gave it to Asante. I just thought he's running around, just his effort, and then the goal as well. Just all those little things just tips it for him.
And your good friend, your very good friend Ellis Sims, he come on and did really well. I thought. He even shocked me when he did that 100 yards sprinting into the corner. I was like, he got that loose ball, didn't he?
Just run
give up on, I
thought he was some Weetabix yesterday.
And he won quite a few headers as well when he come on, to be fair, didn't he?
You could just see he just looked happy. Like, his body language just shows somebody that's feeling happy in themselves. And I know people say, the footballers, they get paid lots of money, but they're still human, and it can't be easy, can it? If you just I don't know, if you've got an injury or a niggle, or you're not feeling confident, or you're just feeling in the wrong mindset, he just looks like he actually wants to be on a football pitch again. And so I think that could only bode well, because it's a squad game over a season, isn't it? And if you've got somebody that can come on and actually make a difference. And we saw how many goals he got in his first season here. So if he can chip in goals like that and make a difference when he comes on, then it's all positive, isn't it? And so it's just, for me, it's just nice to see him looking like he's enjoying his football again. So
I think he's one of these players that don't generally show his emotions, because even when he scores, he does no knee slides. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's just very cool, calm, and collective. And sometimes you think
a little fifth like that, isn't it? That's it. That's what it is.
It was like when we got through to the semi-final of the FA Cup last year. But it was
against Wolves. Yeah.
Everyone's jumping around in the changing room chanting, and he's just in the back, looking awkward, I don't know what to do. I think that's just character as a person.
Yeah. I think he's a very shy guy in life, but that's the way he is, and that's the way some people are. But he probably keeps his thoughts inside rather than showing his emotion outside like most other people do. He just keeps it to himself. But Luke, I was going to say, touch on the substitutes. We had a young 16-year-old on the bench on Saturday. Now, it's nice to see Lampard bringing through the youth players, because we haven't had many coming through. We've had, I think the last one was Eccles, weren't it? He's come through and been a regular in the team. There is rumours Man United sniffing around him, so I've heard. He's very highly rated apparently in the under 18s and under 21 team. But it's nice to get his chance on the bench. I know he never came on, but Frank's speaking very highly of him.
Yeah, someone sent me the link for that, the interest from Man United for him, and I thought they can keep their hands off. I think what's important now is if Frank's got a good belief in the youth squad, let's keep them. Because for far too long we've developed them and then sold them on for money, and I don't think we're in that position where we need to do that anymore, and we're not forced to do that. So hopefully with Doug now at helm, he's not going to sell these players quite easily. So yeah, it was good to see him on the bench. Really, I think maybe he's a future player, another season and a half, and I think hopefully we might see him as either a start on the starting 11 or good midfielder, isn't he? So I think at the minute he's got a lot. He's got competition, but and I say another 8 time, who knows?
Bit of a playmaker, some heard, in the middle of the park. So, Vicky, are you all in favour of all these youngsters coming through? Because it's nice to see another youngster on the bench, isn't it? A Coventry kid.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it shows that they're going to get an opportunity, doesn't it, if they work hard for it? And I think you've got to have that, because otherwise, how do you attract young players and keep decent young talent if you don't show them that there's a route through to the first team? So if players are getting opportunity, that just bodes well for the club overall, because it's the way to go. We can't afford to buy all of our players. We need to at least develop some of them, and that's a positive step, isn't it? So I like that.
It'd be nice to see. I look forward to actually seeing him get a little run out, maybe in if we are in control of games, Frank might bring him on, give him 15 minutes or whatever, and see what he can do, sort of thing. Because I know he's only 16, but if you're good enough, you're old enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
McSheffrey came through in a really, really young age, didn't he? So, if you remember. So,
I think there's lots of players, aren't there? There's lots of players that come through, and you're thinking, and then they've been around for a few seasons. You find out they're only 19 or something, so they've obviously started young. So, there's no reason why we can't start doing stuff like that. If the players are good enough, they're good enough, aren't they? It'd
be nice. It just shows you the academy's working, doesn't it? And throughout the club, you've got a lot of the youngsters are through there, the under 18s and under 21s, knocking at the door, if you like. So we'll save Doug a bit of money in transfer, wouldn't it, as well? Transfer fees. Yeah. Okay, Miles, you caught up with the comments?
Right, okay. So,
did you want to...
Phone's going off. Phone's going off and everything.
Okay, what's your view on the youngsters? The young policy, because it's nice to see a 16-year-old kid on the bench, weren't it?
It is good, but I want to say... Old Kai Andrews come on yesterday. I thought he did really well. I thought he played really well. He looked full of confidence, that young man. And you could see that there's going to be a little player in there and probably break through. It might not be this season where he's going to get a full 90 minutes. Maybe he might in the FA Cup. I don't know. I know he had a run out in the Carabao Cup, didn't he? But it was nice to see him get back on the pitch, and it showed how confident Frank was in the team at 2-0 up to be able to bring on such a young head like Kai Andrews, to have that responsibility from your coach, head coach, and the other members of staff. And he showed it when he came onto the pitch, which was brilliant. He was at the same pace, same tempo. He fitted straight into the team. He fitted straight into the pace of the game. I know it helped with being 2-0 up, but still, he still had to come on there and do a job. 2-0 up, it ain't game over, is it? We know that. 3-0 up, it ain't game over with us. Look at what happened against Swansea. 3-0 up, we drew 3-3. So, to have that put on his shoulders, I thought was a great responsibility for him, and absolutely brilliant. And if there are other youngsters coming through, it can only be good for the club, because, and if you're right with Man United sniffing around, well, yeah, and these big clubs do this. As I go back to speaking to someone the other week who works for the club, brings youth players through the club, and he says the idea what we're doing is that we want to keep these youngsters. We don't want to sell these youngsters off early, like we've done in the past to Everton and teams like that. and Man City and stuff. We don't want to sell it. We want to keep these players because if they're signing them and then selling them on for a profit, well, we should be doing that, not them. And we should be bringing them through into the first team. So, yeah, absolutely class, absolutely brilliant, and fair play. Why not play a 16-year-old? Do you see other teams playing a 16-year-old?
If you're good enough, you're old enough, is my saying. And
was there a 15-year-old come on the other week? Was it for Arsenal?
I think so.
Was he 15?
Yeah. He didn't look out of place either, did he? I think he won the penalty for Vic, didn't he? I think so.
But you're like
down, in the box. Yeah.
I mean, okay, you're a bit lightweight because you're maturing, you're growing, and you're not going to look at. I mean, I say Hadji Wright's been working out. You can tell Hadji Wright's been working out. He's definitely put on some. He's really sort of beefed himself up to be a bit stronger. But when you're young like that, you're going to be lightweight. Look at Maddison when Maddison played for us. Look at Ben Stevenson, how skinny he was. And even Eccles. You look at Eccles when he first come into the team. Eccles, he was a young skinny lad, wasn't he?
Right. And Tom Bayliss was another one. We sold him.
Tom Bayliss. Yeah. Tom Bayliss, another young whippersnapper. So, it's brilliant for the club. And if they do make it into the first team and you do sell them, well, it's 100% profit, isn't it? Because it's homegrown. So it can only be good for fair play as well. So, but I'd keep them. Just keep them. And
if you can keep hold of them, that's even better. Yeah, I mean,
he's 16. He must be going to college on Monday morning. He'd be going, I was on the bench. I was in the first team. I was in the squad.
And if you've got Frank Lampard as your boss, he must see something in him to put him on the bench. And so he must be really proud. His parents will be proud as well, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
He's obviously been noticed, and that's why the big clubs are looking at him as well. So
it's class.
Long may it continue.
Yes. Right, comments.
Yeah.
Craig Tully. Good evening, Craig. How are you? Sign up Rushworth this summer. Beer can. Another 9 points coming this week.
Imagine.
Imagine if we do it again. Why would Brighton want to sell Rushworth when he is playing like he is for us? Well,
whether he wants to be a number one or number two, isn't it? Because if he goes back to Brighton, he'll be number two. Does he be happy with that?
Well, no, he'd be number three because someone's put. I've missed it. I don't know where it's gone. But someone put in the comments that the two goalkeepers they've got have just signed new contracts.
Well, there you go.
So he'd be a number three, wouldn't he? Unless someone comes in for their number one, and then he would become a number two, I suppose. Worldwide Travel says we also heavily favourites to win the league now, ahead of Ipswich in second in the betting, but their odds are almost double ours. Wow.
Yeah,
one of my friends I used to work with is a Birmingham fan. She had a bet on us to get promoted at the beginning of the season. And so she got good odds, and I'm a bit jealous.
Well, still a long way to go. But as they say, let's see where we are after 10 games.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find we're top of the league. Rowan Welsh, evening all. Late again. Great result despite slightly below par performance. Yes, PUSB. Mick Davenport. Good old Doug has played a blinder, creating more revenue from the fan zone. This man needs a night in. I was saying yesterday, everything he's touching at the moment is turning to gold for him. And Joyner, Miles, they should have joined us in Dylan's, the best DJ. Thanks, Anne.
Who's that then? Who's on?
That was me. There's only one good DJ. That's me. I'm better than you as well, Ken, and you, Luke. JH, this league will be won by the team who consistently put in the work, hard work, particularly when the game is not going their way. No excuse for no effort. No, it was a fantastic. Well, so much hard work went into that yesterday. Graham Court, great day and result yesterday. Not sure the fan zone worked very well. Rovers the best team we've faced at the CBS this season. Nicholas Coleman, the whole team are playing at the higher level this season. They are playing. They've really raised the game, haven't they? Wayne Ghost, they're beginning to believe Morpheus the Matrix. Nick J, evening all. a lot of chat around where Rodoni goes when he's back. IMO straight back into the starting 11. EMC and Saka are the two to be rotations, and Asante deserves to start every game. That was Nick J. Wayne Ghost. I think the fans were a bit nervous. The way Blackburn played was unexpected and caught us players off guard. Caught us and the players off guard.
To be honest, it caught me. It did surprise me.
Definitely. Yeah. I sat there and went, oh, these have come to have a go at us. Ralph Wiggins, good evening, folks. PUSB, my choice was Rushworth for man of the match. But for him, we would have lost. But if it wasn't for him, we would have lost. But also some great performances in team generally. Yes, there was some great performance in the team yesterday. Webby's World in sunny Tenerife. Good evening, Webby.
In Webby?
Sunny Tenerife, #1 fan in my manner, but I believe. We're all happy over here in the sunshine. Yeah, all right. It's raining here. It's
we're going to come over and visit you one day, Webby. Hope you roll the red carpet out for us.
Not if he's going to keep going on and bragging that the sun shines out. Unbelievable. Claudio. Good evening, Claudio. Oh, isn't it nice without him on the show? According to the XG yesterday, we should have lost 1-0. Sims could have started because, if we are being honest, Hadji strolled around for 60 minutes. I think that's a bit harsh. I'm not taking that one.
Yeah, I don't think he rolled around. He wasn't at his best, but nor was not a lot of the players weren't at the best in the first half, were they? So
no.
He weren't.
I think I partly agree. I think he wasn't as much on it as he has been this season, but also I think in the first half we struggled to get a proper grip of midfield, and then the strikers are always going to suffer in that situation, aren't they? Because they're not getting enough decent service. So I think it's probably a combination of factors. Yeah.
Definitely. Finn's come in. He says, just hope it's not Sheffield United that break our unbeaten run. O'Hare and Hamer. Well, not being funny, Hamer's out for ages. And O'Hare, I wouldn't even worry about him. Mick Davenport, I'll be happy with a scrappy 1-0 win on Tuesday. Rich T says, sounds like Hamer's out for a while with a knee injury. There you go. I just said that. Copying me now. Anthony Pettifer, the recent interview with Sims shows us how a thoughtful, happy person. I thought he handled some awkward questions. Yes, he did. He was good under the press, weren't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he did. He did really well.
I always remember when you interviewed him at the Dylan's Miles, and that's how he always came across to me. Yeah, he just seemed like a really nice bloke.
Yeah, he was. He was great. He was really good. Steve Price at the Enemy concert in Cardiff Uni last Thursday. Swansea fans asking if Grimes still passes back and sideways. I said, we're top of the league, and he's the main reason.
Well, that shut him up, didn't it?
I bet that did shut him up. That's brilliant. Wayne Ghost says, we can't let Sheffield United win after the Enemy play at the CBS. That would be embarrassing.
It will.
It would. Rob Murray noticed Torp had different boots on yesterday. Must have been his volleying boots. No, I didn't notice that. I prefer his black boots, you know. I think black boots look ace. Frank Wood, I think Doug has bought into the Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth model where they all have really good youth systems that they have invested heavily in. And Henry Hill sat in the lounge for the first time. Amazing experience. Met Rodoni. It was weird to see Rodoni talking to fans like he's another fan. Brilliant stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. We're up to date with all the comments. But can I show the goals? Can I show the goals?
Let's have a look back at the memories from yesterday.
Yes, please let me show the goals. Here's the goals. Here we go. Rid of that comment. Someone get rid of that comment for me. I got it. Don't know. Get, that's it. Gone. Right. Okay. Let's go to the goals. Here we go.
Yeah, two great finishes. That second one was a really good finish for Asante, wasn't it?
Do you know what? I've just realised. Say that again, sorry, Vic.
I was going to say, because Torp had quite a long time to watch it down, didn't he? You could really see him concentrating. But Asante, it came to him much quicker. He didn't have so much time to set himself, did he? So
But the thing is, I've only just realised, and I've watched it. I must have watched it 10 times today. That Thomas EMC has done the same run, to cross the ball, and it's come off a defender to come back out for both goals, and they've hit it on the volley. Yeah. You couldn't make that up, could you?
Yeah.
And I'll go turn my eating off. It's too hot.
Too hot.
I'm too hot. I've got the F1 on here, and Norris is about to overtake Leclerc. So I've got them both on. But yeah, I mean, they're cracking goals. I mean, I was saying to Will last night, we have seen some entertaining football, haven't we?
We have. We are the entertainers, and I think that's why we've been on telly a lot. And I think you're going to expect a lot more games in the new year, unfortunately, for us, to be scheduled early kickoffs or late kickoffs even, because they want to see us on the telly.
Yeah, it's I think it's going to get that way, isn't it? I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
they haven't announced the second lot of fixtures, but they will do. I think it's December they announce the ones for the second half of the season, so expect us to be in there quite a lot.
I think I've seen a post somewhere on social media that I think it was after last week's game, and it said Coventry are one of the most entertaining teams to watch. I think it's in the sort of our league, not so much the Premier League, and I thought, well, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay, are you carrying on with the comments?
No, carry on. I've caught up. I'm just going to start some more.
Right, okay. Right, I was going to chat to you now about the next. Obviously, you've got Pompey on Tuesday. Me and Miles are travelling down. Looking forward to that. And then we've got Watford, and then we've got Wrexham. So, Luke, 3 games coming up. How many points do you think we're going to get out of them? And on paper, they look beatable teams, don't they? But of course, we know there's no easy games.
I'm expecting a draw on Tuesday. I think we'll struggle to get a win. I'd like to see it, but then I'm a bit glasses half empty sometimes against teams, especially after, like Miles said, how they played against Leicester. But I think we'll beat Watford. I think we'll get 3 points there, and I think we'll get 3 points at Wrexham as well. They're not firing at the minute, are they? Wrexham are struggling to find this new Championship life a bit different to League One and League Two.
So you're going for 7 points then?
Yeah, I think 7 points at the minimum.
I'd be happy with that, to be fair. Keeps the unbeaten run going. Vicky, how many do you reckon we'll get? I mean, Pompey, hard side. We owe them one from last year, don't we?
Yeah, but it's such a difficult place to go, isn't it? And they've looked decent. They've got some decent form going into the game. And so, I mean, if we get a draw, I think that's a decent result down there. I mean, if we get a victory, I'll be ecstatic. And but I think now it's just about trying to get some points in all games, isn't it? So, just the longer we can get the unbeaten run going, the better, really. So I'm thinking 7 points. Pretty much the same as Luke, really. A draw and then 2 wins.
Draw and 2 wins. So you think we'll beat Wrexham?
Yeah, I'd be disappointed if we don't win there. I think that's a game that if we've got serious ambitions of getting promoted, that's the sort of game you've got to go to and win, because, like Luke said, they're struggling to. We found the same in our first season, didn't we? It's such a massive jump from League One to the Championship, and they're realising that now, and they're just really sort of struggling to get their feet. And I think if we're serious about getting promoted, that's the sort of game we're going to go to and be winning. So yeah, I'd be disappointed if we don't get 3 points there. And I think we should be continuing our form at home to 3 points against Watford. I think that they're beatable. So yeah, 7 points really. I think for me, Pompey's the hardest one. And if we get anything out of that game, I think that's still a good marker.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say we're going to get 3 points at Pompey. I think we'll win. I think we'll make up for last season's horrific performance. Although, obviously, the goalkeeper made 2 horrific mistakes. And then we were actually leading, if you remember, in that game, 1-0.
Yeah.
And we looked, on top at one stage, and then it all fell apart. So, but I think we'll go. It's going to be a hard game, but I don't think there's going to be loads of goals. I think we're just probably going to sneak it, probably 2-1. But I do think we're going to win. I think we'll come away with something. Definitely 3 points, I think. Although if it is a point, I'm not going to be too disappointed. But I just got a funny feeling we're going to go there and win on Tuesday and continue the run. I just think we're full of confidence at the minute. And Frank will remind them of last season as well, when we got beat heavily. So I'm going for 3 points there. I'm obviously going for 3 points against Watford. I think anybody at home we can turn it on against. And I do think we can go to Wales and Wrexham and play there for a while and beat them as well. So I'm going for the maximum 9 points. I'm mad. So there you go. I'm going for 9 points. Miles, how many points are you going for? And then next 3 games.
Well, let's look at Pompey first. So we were there last year, and we're a different team this year. We know that. We can see that we're a different team this year. We are a team that is full of confidence. We're a team that have got a bit of grit about us. We've got a bit of fight about us. It was only yesterday in the first half, really, I think that we were second to the ball for everything. And I think maybe that was due to the international break. And it was a couple of players away on international duty, haven't had time to get back into the country properly and, get back into the mix. And I think that plays a bit of a part to it. I know there isn't much training days. They'll be travelling tomorrow. So they've probably been in today, analysing yesterday. Little bit of a warm down today, maybe a couple of ice baths and stuff like that, and then tomorrow morning a light training session before they head off. I'd take a point because the reason I'd take a point is because I don't want us to lose. I want us to keep this run going. Of course, I'd love us to win. You know that, and I just think we are a different team this year. I believe that we could go there and do something quite special again. But obviously I have to stick with what I've been saying. And I have to. But, in my heart and in my head, I think we can come away with something. If it's a point, it's a point. If it's 3 points, it's 3 points. I'll take it now. I can't see us... Look, I'm just going to say, I have to say we're going to lose 2-1 because that's what I've been saying so far, and we've been on this unbeaten run. So that's my result. We're going to lose 2-1. But really, we're
really not.
Really, we're not. But I can see us like Luke. I think 7 points. I think out the next 3. I think 7. Yeah. I think there's 7 points. I think there's 7 points in there somewhere.
Okay.
Or do you take, here you go, then here's one. Do you take 2 wins and 1 defeat, or do you take a win and 2 draws?
Well, to keep, I mean.
So what do you want? Do you want the unbeaten run to carry on and take, say, 2 draws and a win? Or would you take 2 wins and 1 defeat?
I'll take the points because points make prizes, don't they, at the end of the day?
Take the 6 points?
Yeah, because that point could be vital come the end of the season, couldn't it?
Yeah, especially with the goal difference as well. That's almost like an extra point. So, I'll take the points all day long. It's nice to have the unbeaten run, but, at the end of the day, when you're sitting at the top, no one goes, oh, well, it was 11 games unbeaten rather than 10 games unbeaten or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, I prefer to have the points on the table.
Yeah, I'll definitely have the points in the bag without a shadow of a doubt because, we know how hard this league is. It can change and anybody can beat anybody on the day. We all know that. There's no divine right to win any game. And Pompey's going to be a hard game. There's no doubt about that. But I just think we'll have a little bit too much for them, I think, on Tuesday.
What about you, Vic? Would you take 2 wins and a loss, or would you take a win and 2 draws to keep the unbeaten run going for the confidence?
I mean, it's going to be a test, isn't it, when that defeat comes? I mean, it's unlikely, unfortunately, as much as we'd love it, that we're going to go the whole season without losing a single game. And then so it's going to be a marker to where we are, how we recover from that. So actually, I mean, say we lose on Tuesday night and then we get 6 points out of the next game, that's a good reaction, isn't it? If we lose to Pompey and then win the next 2, then actually we've tested that and come out of it well. So I'd be happy with that 6 points, and because actually you get to a certain point, I suppose, where the unbeaten run actually becomes too much of a focus. I think actually that happened a bit last season when we went on that really long run. When we were just picking up results, and actually then that became more of the focus than anything else, and it almost becomes a weight around the neck. So sometimes you think it's healthy just to break and reset anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult because I really think that we should be looking at 7 points. But yeah, if a defeat and 2 wins isn't the worst scenario, is it?
But I mean, we've proven though, haven't we? I mean, look at this international break. Games before this international break, we went on that. We've done it. So what's to say we can't do it again with this block of games? Because we got a few injuries towards the end of it. With Mason Clark, Rodoni, Torp got injured. We got through. We all thought, how are we going to win these games without Torp and without Rodoni? And look what we've done. We've put on this great performance, and we're going into this set of games again. And it's the same amount. It's the same amount of games, isn't it? Six games. Who's to say we can't go on it again? And like Luke said earlier on, who's to say we can't win these 3 games this week and be the only team? Be the only team to win the 3 games and get 9 points. It's just so the confidence in the group and the club itself, not just but the fans.
I suppose that's the thing, Miles, isn't it? As Coventry fans, we're not really used to this. Like if we were like a Man City fan, we'd be like, oh yeah, we're going to be winning every game. But we're not used to that because that's not our history as fans. Like we're used to, like we get a bit excited and then things go wrong, and so it's quite hard, I think, for us to keep on saying, oh, we're going to win a game, because it's not what we're really used to, is it? But there is absolutely no reason why we can't keep on winning, because we've got the form and the confidence and the player ability on our side. But it's quite weird to keep on saying that as Compad, because it's just not really, is it, to be like, oh yeah, we're going to win every game and like 3 points here. I mean, I think the crucial thing of these next 3 games actually is that we keep some confidence, because then November is a really tricky with the fixtures, and we want to go into that in the best shape possible. So I think that's actually the biggest priority over the next 3 games, that we keep that confidence going to hit those games in November well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when you look at it in December as well, we've got Ipswich away. That's a tough one. We've got Southampton away, I think is the 20th. Is that 20th of November, is that?
No, December, 20th,
December, sorry, 20th of December. So, they're tough fixtures. But if we go into those fixtures top of the league, like we went to Ipswich, all those, the other 2 seasons ago, we were scared of them. We went there and they turned us over. Teams are starting to, if we keep this run going this month, teams will start thinking, we were scared of Leeds and things like that. You know what I mean? It will become, Coventry City come in the top of the league. They've lost 1 in 20 or whatever, or 1 in 16, or
they've scored 50 goals.
Scored 50 goals. And they're going to be scared. But I think the thing for me is that we're banging goals in from everywhere, aren't we? Everyone's contributing, and that is the beauty of it, isn't it? I mean, Hadji Wright was jet lagged yesterday. I think Claudio's a bit harsh on him, to be honest, but I'm glad he ain't on, because
Well, he said what did he say at half time, that we're not going to score today at all?
No, he said that before kickoff.
Yeah, before kickoff.
He said, "No, I can't see us scoring today." Hey, here we go again.
Yeah, but he has to say stuff like that, because he's like, you were your 2-1 defeat. He says something like that, and it's like the flip. So it's like, basically, we're winning the league because of us.
It would be amazing. And why not dream? Why not dream?
Yeah.
Let's get some more comments in, Claudio, Ken. Christy Hannity's come in. XG was 0.8 for City and 1.0 for Blackburn. So most likely the outcome yesterday was a 1-1. But Blackburn most likely to win. Well, they didn't. XG's a load of rubbish. Dan, we could have gone in at half-time 2-0 down yesterday. Yeah. We did well to get the 3 points. Yeah. Wayne Ghost says, do we get Robbie Williams? Let me entertain you playing at the home yet? Oh, I don't know about that. That'd be a bit, not Robbie Williams. Nah. No, because he's Port Vale, isn't he? He's Port Vale.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Plo, evening, fellas and lady. Thank you very much. Don't want to be a downer, but we only 1 point better off from equivalent set of figures last year and only leading by 1 point. Yes, emphatic wins, but is it just the rub of the green? Nah.
But I think we've played well. It's not the rub of the green because we've had decisions go against us as well, haven't we? We've not had it all our own way. So yeah, I think it's all the work. We've got to work hard to get results, and we've gone out and done that.
Yeah, I ain't having that. Ain't the rub of the green. Nah, Luke.
No, I think we're playing far better. Yeah, than we did last season. I think our attacking style is far better. I think we're doing the things we used to scream at them to do. So no, I don't agree.
Yeah, no, don't agree. Sorry, we're not having that.
No, I'm not having it.
No, we're not having that. Paul Crickford, 7 points out the next 3 games. Good sides win away at Pompey, and Pompey are going to lose on Tuesday. Yeah, Paul will be there.
Yeah.
We'll tell you the pub we're all going in, by the way, because it's Ken's birthday, so you got to come and get him drunk before the game. Says and Tez, Plo, the difference, though, is how we are winning the games and the clean sheets. Much more convincing results. Yeah. That's what you guys have just said. Sky Blue Army says 9 points. Our winning ways will continue. Keep the faith, be positive. Oh, yes, we've got to keep positive. We have to keep positive. Wayne Ghost says, don't forget that Portsmouth had the late kickoff yesterday, so we have a slight edge fitness-wise. I would also say they had a tougher game. Let's be positive, 1-0 win. Well, yeah, you could say they had the tougher game, and have they put it all into that game to try and get the result there? You never know, do you? Next games, 9 points. Hey, flipping.
I agree, Sean. I agree.
Yeah, Sean. Assassins Unite, win at home, draw away, championship. Dan, Borough lost 1-0 at Fratton Park. A draw will be a good result on Tuesday. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I think this game will depend on the weather. If it's windy and wet. If it's windy and wet, no. Did you know? I don't know if you know this. This is a good quiz question. Did you know Portsmouth is the only city on an island in the UK?
I did not know that.
No.
I love a quiz question. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Just to say as well that neither Burnley or Leeds won at Portsmouth last season, so it shows the sort of place it is to go. I mean, they both went up first and second, and neither of them got a result down at.
Especially a midweek game under the lights, it seems to be.
And if it's wet and stuff, it's a horrible. I've been there in the wet, and it's just horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not. It was cold last year, wasn't it? It was horrible. Steve Curry says somebody mentioned we had the same number of points against the teams we have played this year that we had last year. Beating Pompey would buck the trend. There you go. I think, I think we're a different team this year. Definitely, we're tougher this year. David Granigan, I think we need to be realistic and keep both feet on the ground. Oh. Trevor Merriman, Wrexham away. We're doomed. Claudio is going.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. We didn't factor that in, did we?
Well, if he's well enough, he might be still poorly, so he might not be able to go. So,
well, yeah. Well, let's just wait and see. Let's see what he said. Let's see what happens. Cov Andy says 2-0 City, please. or I get it again at work like last year. Yeah, hopefully Andy's going to meet us down there, which would be great. Pro, need to collect as many points as we can after this up-and-coming fixture includes Stoke, Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. But Borough's after the break. Borough's after the break, isn't it? 25th of November, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a midweek game. It's a midweek game as well, isn't it?
Oof. Don't fancy that. Oof. Kev 380. If we get 9 from the next 3, we can afford a couple of draws in the 6-pointers in November. Oh, I like that. What else have we got? Paul Stretton. If we win the physical battles, our class will win the game. If we are second best like yesterday, we will be in trouble. Peter Doolan. Good evening all. Let's be level-headed. It's a great start, but things can easily change. It's still a great time to support the Sky Blues. It is. It's a fantastic time to support the Sky Blues. Mick Davenport. Every team has a lean patch, so we need to get as many points as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah, like Sunderland did last year. They cemented their place quite early, didn't they? Yeah. Dan, we've got 14 games to stay in the top 2. Then Doug can get the checkbook out. Wow. Yeah, it's not a lot of games, is it? When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of games.
And I think he will. I think Doug will back Frank in January if we need anybody. And I'm sure we probably will. And I think Doug will back him.
Well, the weather on for Plymouth, Portsmouth, sorry. I'm using the app that I use normally for work. It's going to rain at some point on Tuesday, but in the evening it's showing temperature around 14 degrees, winds only around 8 to 10 mile an hour and dry.
It's quite mild for this time of year then.
Yeah, it's due that day, but it's not. I think it's earlier on in the day, but around between the hours of 7 and 11, it's showing no rain at all. So hopefully, if this app's anything to go by.
Will I need my thermals? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Don't bring your shorts, I don't think.
Oh, no, there will be some loon wearing shorts, I'll bet. Rob Murray. Lang is out for Portsmouth after hamstring surgery, I believe. Scored all 4 goals last season. I still say that was... He was very
fortunate, should we say.
Claudio. Right. Essay. Can't compare what we did against the same teams last season because the majority of the clubs have changed players. Hardly anyone from last season played for Blackburn yesterday.
Oh, that's a good point, Claudio.
He's starting a fight. He's a keyboard warrior tonight. That's what he is. He's a keyboard warrior. Dan, mild dry with 15 mile an hour winds on Tuesday night.
Okay.
There you go.
That's about right.
Yeah. Mick Davenport, come on, Portsmouth, have Chaplin, and no Lang will beat them. Chaplin, no, he might bang.
Yeah, Connor Chaplin's gone there. Has he gone on loan, has he? I presume.
Yeah.
No, but the Portsmouth fans are moaning, aren't they? They're saying he's nowhere near the player he was when he was there last time. So I don't know what's. Although that never bodes well, does it? Because he'll probably find his form against us. But yeah, he's not having a very good season from the comments.
So Eggs has come in. He says, "How many games do you think we can stay unbeaten for? 15 or 20 or 23?" Well, I don't know, right? But I do know if we were to go to last season and add the last 20 games of last season and add these 10 games on, after 30 games, we got 62 points. There you go. So if you add those games in over the last 30 games, we've got 62 points. That's not bad, is it?
That's very good, actually. Very good.
Yeah, that's good. So, keep this form going. Could be on 85 points before you know it. And that's what it's about, getting to that 85 points. What did I say to you, Luke, last night? How many points off safety?
About 20, 28 or something like that.
28 points off safety.
I don't want to be just safe though. Rocket, go.
It's brilliant. 28 points off safety. Have it. Why not? It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, go on then, Ken. Carry on.
Right, okay. So, I mean, we're going to go for them. I mean, I was going to look at the fan zone pictures from yesterday.
Oh, okay. Right, here you go then. Talk us through it.
There we go. Fan zone yesterday. Obviously, Doug's decided to bring them all inside for the winter, keep you nice and dry. And still £3.60 a pint, which is a bargain. It was absolutely mobbed in there yesterday. I went in there before the game. They had a few teething problems with queues and stuff. But they had loads of things going on, from indoor bowls to little five-a-side football match for the kids and stuff. Hot shot shooting practice and stuff like that. Even football darts they had, believe it or not. But it was great. It was absolutely mobbed in there. Had a DJ, the karaoke was on as well. And it was really good. It was really good. And I say they did have a few teething problems with the beer. I think there's a lot of queues and maybe could do with a few more outlets. And some people were complaining that the beer weren't quite cold enough. That it should have been the right temperature. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what they were saying. But obviously that's gonna get improved. It's gonna be little teething problems like that. It'll take that away and get them right for the next time. It is the first time it happened, but I thought in general, people I spoke to were quite happy with it, and it was great because somewhere they could bring their kids. It was nice and warm rather than standing out in the cold, and they had activities for the kids going on, and they could get a cheap pint, which was good, and plenty of tables in there to sit down as well. So overall, it was very good, I thought, and obviously brings money into the club as well, and long may it continue. So, I mean, I think they still had the outdoor one as well yesterday. There was people out in the outdoor one as well, but I think eventually the plan is to bring all that indoors for the next few months for the winter, I think, and that will reduce the queues, I think, as well. So the more outlets they've got inside, the better, because that was the only main complaint. I think people are queuing for a long time to get a drink. So, but yeah, overall, I thought it was very good, and very positive. So well done, Doug King. Well done, Doug King. I mean, I don't know if anybody else went in. Dan, did you go in, Luke? Did you pop in into the fan zone?
Yeah, I popped in about 1:30. I went in there. There were a lot of people coming out, and there's people coming out saying, "Oh, it's too long. Queues are too long. Waiting ages." So when I went in, it looked lively. It looked really good. I think the idea is spot on, and I think the possibilities are endless in there. But I agree with you. They should bring the ones from outside maybe indoors, or have a mixture of both, because I mean in the summer you might want that, they might still want a fan zone somewhere for the kids to go, I don't know, but the queues were massive when I got in there, so I just sort of said let's go outside, we'll go to the outside ones where there was virtually no queues.
Just that you got to stand out in the cold, that's the only problem, but I think it's a brilliant idea. Vic, did you have a chance to get in there or not?
No, I didn't have a chance, no, but I like the idea, and I think especially getting into the winter, it's cracking idea, because who wants to stand around outside in the rain and drizzle and stuff? So it'll be nice to be able to get inside, and I think, like you said, it's just teething issues, isn't it? Like working out what sort of demand is going to be, how many bars you need, all that sort of stuff, and like, over a couple of games they can start to work that out, and it's just the hour's positive, isn't it? I think that's gradually just been improving just the whole match day experience. That was part of the problem with the CBS when we first moved there, like back in the sort of eco days, that there was so little, so it never felt much like a very good match day experience. Whereas now, like things like that just add to it, don't they? People will get there early, have a few drinks, get chat with friends, somewhere to take the kids, all that sort of stuff. It's just positive for the club, and just adds extra revenue as well. So it's all just positive.
And it was still £3.60 a pint, which was good.
Bargain.
£3.60 a pint, that's a bargain, isn't it? And places like Dillon's. I mean, you were down at Dillon's, Miles. What was it like down there? Still quite busy? Obviously,
Yeah, there was a fan there that had been there for over a week.
Is that Tony? Is that Tony Swadek?
Yeah, that's Tony Swadek with Martin. Yeah, he's been there all week, hadn't eaten, and he was struggling to grab his last can of Ghost Town. But no, it was good. It was really good. I mean, it was a great day down there. His Will, look, he had his done as well. And I had mine, and I put my brown scarf on him. He was a bit cold, I thought, so I thought I better warm him up a bit. He was feeling the cold, so I put my Take Me Home Highfield Road scarf on him. If you want to buy one of those, by the way, head over to Take Me Home Highfield Road website, and you can get yourself a scarf. And next weekend on Sundays at Leamington Market. So there you go. Yeah. But no, it was a good day. And after the game, it was banging because, well, yeah, it was just rocking after the game because everyone was just celebrating. We're top of the league. I had everyone singing and dancing, and it was great. It was a great atmosphere. Even before the game, it was a good atmosphere, like it always is. And I'm very lucky I get the opportunity to entertain the fans, it's great. It's brilliant.
Well, it just gives another option for fans to go to, isn't it? I mean, you got Dylan, now you've got the fan zone, so there's various things you can get to in and around the stadium, very close to the stadium.
Yeah,
before match day.
There's great food down there now. There's a barbecue down there. These guys do this barbecue, and in the morning they do a breakfast menu, and then from 12 o'clock they do an afternoon menu, which is like a hog roast and hot dogs and burgers and all that. And it's all done fresh on the barbecue. It's really nice food. It's good value for money. So, you get everything down there. I think yesterday evening as well, they had a pizza place down there. Guys selling pizza as well. So, as you say, it's getting colder now. And if you don't want to stand outside and you can't get in the fan zone, or you don't want to be with all the kids because there's too many kids, then you come down there, and it's buy one get one free until 12 o'clock. So as soon as they open, it's buy one get one free. So if you work it out, it's cheaper than 360.
No, I was about to say, what is the prices down there? So they've got buy one get one free deal, have they?
Yeah.
So
yeah. The thing is as well with like gates of 25,000, like home fans, and then like up to 30 depending on the away allocation. There needs to be options, isn't there? Like you can't have every. The more things there are for everyone to do, the better. Really, get everyone up there and getting in good spirits, and so.
Obviously you can't get everybody in the fan zone. It only takes
options, don't you?
Yeah. Once it's full, it's full. You've got to go other places. So there's got to be other options. So I think that indoor arena probably holds what I say 2,000, maybe a few more.
A few more than that. More like
probably
5,000.
Was it about 5,000? Would it be
easily? There must have been. Yeah, there must be easily.
With all the vendors in there, it probably would be. It's hard to say. Because the first time I've actually been inside that exhibition hall. It is big, and that's only one of the halls, isn't it? Because there is another hall further.
Yeah, you can extend it, can't you? So when Tom Brennan was on, it was extended all of it. So, and the specials when the specials are on, they extended it all. I just want to give a big shout out to the club shop. As well yesterday. I went in yesterday morning first thing. I had to go and take me away shirt back, the orange one.
The pro one. The pro
one. I had to take it back, right? Now, seriously, I don't know what's going on at mail order, but they need to sort this out, right? Because that's 2 shirts now I've had. The first one, Monzo, wasn't straight. That
was on your goalkeeper one, wasn't it?
I was on my goalkeeper one that you went back to the shop about 6 times to change for me because I weren't paying postage. And then me orange shirt turned up and the badge wasn't straight. But I want to take my hat off to the guy in the shop yesterday because he was blooming brilliant. And I just want to say a big thank you if he's watching or if anyone knows some of the staff. But I went in there and I said, is this the only one you've got? Because we took it off the rail, me and Will. We looked at it because we do that. We do printing for a living. So with me, you've got the eye and you can see it because you do it every day. We do it every day. And I took it off and he goes, the Monzo ain't straight. And oh, God. So I said to the guy, is that the only large left? He says, I'll go out the back and have a look. We've got some more out the back. And I'm thinking, why haven't you got them all on the shelf? You've got one large and the rest are medium, small, extra large, whatever. Whoever's running the shop, come on, you need to sort it out because you're missing out on sales. Not everyone will ask a shop member, have you got any more out the back?
No, they'll just automatically think you haven't got it and go.
Yes, exactly. So this young lad, bless him, brilliant lad, he went out the back, he come back, he says, here you go, how's this one? I said, oh yeah, that's good. And then he turned it round and there was a pull on the seam, on the shoulder. No. I says, oh, look. I said, he's got a pull on it. He goes, it's all right, I'll go and get you another one. So he went back out the back and he come back out, he says, how's this one? I said, yeah, brilliant, I'll have that one. He says, oh, I says, thanks, mate, you've been great. So big congratulations to customer service in our club shop. It was brilliant. Well done.
And was that the pro orange? Yeah. That pro orange one, was it? You got?
Yeah. So I got it all ready for Tuesday. Can't wait to wear it. I'm so excited.
Should be wearing orange on Tuesday, wouldn't we? Get the Pompey.
Yeah. So that's coming with me on Tuesday, and really looking forward to it. So, but yeah, big congratulations to the shop for customer service. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Now, Ken.
Yes.
You had a little message on Saturday, didn't you?
I did, but I missed it. Yeah. I did see it afterwards. It was that one, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for doing that. Yeah. It was a surprise. I was quite shocked when I seen it on our group chat. I thought, oh, I missed that. Because I had to go down at half time. I was going to meet my mate at half time in the lounge, and obviously I missed it. Yeah. But yeah, very nice. And that's the picture from Leamington, I think, when they had the FA Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
White Horse,
yeah. The White Horse, the fans forum before the semi-final, wasn't it? And then you bumped into this person. I don't even know who he is. Who's this?
Well, I'll tell you who he is. He's a current Scarberry Fans TV player of the season. Jack Madoni, who he thanks very much for all your votes, he said. So I did talk to him about it, and he did thank us for the trophy, and we've got a picture of him obviously with the trophy in the training ground and stuff. And he said to me probably about 3 weeks before he's going to be fully fit and back in the squad again, but he's looking forward to it. And he did say, well, at the moment I won't get in the team the way they're playing, so which is probably true.
Who's that behind him? He's wearing the same coat I've seen Rodoni wearing the other week. Who was that guy? Was that his mate?
Which one's that? That one, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's with him. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
All right, must be his mate.
Yeah, it must be his mate because he was with him. I don't know who it is.
Cool. And then you got man of the match.
Yeah, Thomas man of the match was this Thomas Santo. Yeah, he was busy doing all the lounges. We actually had De Silva come up to the lounges to do the speech, but Asante got man of the match, and there he was meeting a few of the fans after the game. So, I mean, all this talk about the not signing autographs and stuff, I think that's sort of gone out the window now. After the match, there was plenty of people outside, kids and everything, waiting for play, and they were all stopping and having photos and getting signatures. As you can see, there was a massive queue outside the game, and this was like well past probably a good half an hour, 45 minutes after the game had finished. So yeah,
brilliant. Excellent. Cool. I mean, it's nice to see them signing. I think that's what we're going to do on there. I think what we might do Tuesday night, we might hang around after the game and grab a couple of players over. We'll grab them by their tracksuit tops, and we'll say, "Here, have an interview with us."
Other people seem to do that well and get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we might do that on Tuesday. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Although I think we're a bit more professional than that, aren't we?
Oh dear. Right. I've got something I need. I've got something I need to announce. Wayne Brewerton, he cracked me up. It was the Birmingham game, and he was walking past. He goes, "Hey, Miles!" I says, "Oh, it's Wayne Brewerton here." I says, "All right, mate, nice to put a face to the name." He says, "Can I have a photo?" I says, "Yeah, of course you can have a photo." So we had our photo took. But Wayne got in touch with me. He's doing a special fundraiser. Now, if you're not going to Stoke, okay, or you are going to Stoke, you can always go after, It's Skank for Heroes, number 3, Saturday the 8th of November, 2025, 2 p.m. till late. It's at Chrysler King Parish Centre, Coventry, CV6 2AA. Now we're going to repeat this up until November, so you can recap and get everything. You can get your tickets from We Got Tickets, or you can call 07834 386 140, or you can go to the venue and get your tickets there. So if you want to go to that, please, if you want to go and help him out, 15 quid. It's Help the Heroes. It's for UK Homes for Heroes, and it's going to a great cause. And as you can see, there's Two Tone Mafia, Mr. H, the Scarbrats. There's a DJ, Scar and Mash, Reggae Rebels, Johnny Too Bad, Rookie Numbers. There's Elvis, Scott Elvis. There's all sorts going on. So it'd be a great night. Why not go down and support a great cause? So that's for Wayne Brewerton. Well done, Wayne. Big shout out to Jack, who's in Japan. There's Jack in Japan enjoying his beer and some
delicious food there.
Japanese food. It does look nice, actually. Yeah, that does look good.
Friday.
I think so. Yeah, but he's wearing that silly hat. So yeah, that's not whatever. And then Thursday night we had our fans forum. Well done to everyone that come along. Thank you so much. One of the prizes got smashed. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the clock which we can see on the desk there.
See the clock on the table.
It's in front of where I'm sitting. That actually got smashed. The person who won it decided to drop it. He was a bit. He was a little bit drunk, wasn't he? I think.
He isn't normally that drunk when he's on there on a Saturday night when I'm DJing, but on Thursday he was absolutely rat-faced. And I heard this smash. Claudio looks really interested there, doesn't he? he looks ill there. It must have been that bag of peanuts he had. But it was a great night. And do you know what? Do you know that screen? Took me ages to get it to work, but I love having the screen behind us. It was great because people could see the comments, couldn't they, Luke?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, it was really good.
It was a good idea. I wish we could do that every venue. It'd be fantastic. So, and Luke, thank you very much for helping out as well, because Luke went round the room with the microphone because Chris Baker was going to come, but he had an emergency meeting at the club. Now, we had some winners of the prizes.
Yeah, Luke was a lucky winner, wasn't you, Luke?
He was, yeah. We'll get to that. Yeah, so here's Luke with one of his prizes.
Just one? Yeah.
Look at his face, look. You just want to grab those little cheeks and go.
Dave Bennett's goal at Wembley.
Yeah. And then another chap won Ian Wallace picture, which was great. Donna, who brought the metal signs. You can find her on Facebook. She won
the mug.
Won the mug. So she's well happy. She did quite well that night. Yeah. And then we have, here he is.
That's the man who.
There he is with the clock.
He's got it firmly in his hand there, but believe me, he lost his hold on it.
He turned into a jigsaw.
Seriously, it did turn into a jigsaw. And Vicky's done a lovely montage for everybody, and there's the shepherd. And what was it? Where's the other one? And Luke was not only did you win the picture, you won the star prize.
Oh, amazing. I've got it up already.
I know, look, this is what he's done.
Nice.
That's good, isn't it? That's what he's done.
That looks good. Yeah.
And to the right of it, you've put the picture in your Dave Bennett's picture.
Yeah, I've got a Dave Bennett picture, which is ironic because I want to get him to sign it. And then yesterday, I saw him at the ground, got a photo with him. I did say to him, I goes, I've got a photo of you winning goal. I guess I need to get it signed in exchange for a couple of pints. And he said, yeah, no problem.
He'd do anything for a couple of pints, old Benno. Don't worry about it. So, absolutely brilliant. And while we're talking about the shepherd, if you're not doing, if you want to come and watch the game, if you didn't get a ticket for Wrexham, you want to come and watch the game, come down to the Old Shepherd, put your fancy dress on, Going to be loads of Cov fans in there watching the game. It's going to be brilliant. And then while we're doing that, watching that, we're going to be having a bit of a party, and hopefully at the end, it's going to be an even bigger party. So come and join us on Friday the 31st down there. Luke, did you do this picture?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
I did
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is good.
Well, it's starting to turn into a fortress, isn't it, now? And that's what you want. You want teams to come here. But like we said, I said on yesterday with Claudio, if Blackburn had ended up winning that, they'd give other teams the idea. If you attack them and go full on, you'll win. But so we've had teams come with different strategies, and as long as we're proving that it's not going to work, eventually it'll start to hopefully get that sort of feeling going that people will come to our stadium and expect to get a draw at best, at very best. That's what we want. You want them scared before they even walked on the pitch, because a lot of Premier League teams do that.
Yeah, it's important to have a nice solid home record, isn't it? And
yeah. But you're right, Luke, aren't you? Because different teams have come with different strategies to try and get something out of it, and none of them have worked. So, like you said, that bodes well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Wayne's just come in. He says, "Thanks, mate. Thanks, Miles. Mate, it was the Norwich. Oh, sorry, it was the Norwich game. We both had a couple of points. Great selfie. Oh, it was the Norwich game, weren't it? Not the Birmingham game. Oh, flipping it. Do you know what? Is it me? Or has October gone really slow?
Yeah.
It is a little bit, yeah.
It's gone really slow. Let's get a few more comments in. Alison Berry's come in. Be good if they could offer it for away games if it doesn't clash with anything. Oh, I can't remember what was that.
That's about the fan.
The fan zone with a big screen in there would be good for the away match, yeah.
Imagine for that Wembley semi-final. People can't get the ticket to go there. Money to be made. The city can all unite. People that can't, that don't go regularly enough or don't go, but they're just fans of the club. They somewhere for them to go to watch it and have a good party.
And you're at the ground. And, no better place, is there?
Especially some of the key games when it is difficult, like the Wolves game. Things. I mean, Wembley's a bit easier because obviously the numbers are greater, so more people get a chance. But something like Wolves, like the quarter-final of the that was really hard to get tickets for, wasn't it? And so there'll be lots of people that have been keen to all get together and watch that. That's a good option going forward for some of these sort of key games. Get everyone together and more revenue for the club. So all good.
So it could be a big money maker for Doug, couldn't it, and the club?
Yeah, absolutely.
Janet's coming. Said people were saying the food was expensive. Yes, I seen someone put a receipt online today. Three fries that could count the fries. 2 hot dogs and a burger, 43 quid.
Is that from the fan zone? Is that
yes?
Inside? Really,
yeah.
Well, maybe that's something else he needs to look at, the prices of the food. I don't know.
The thing is, though, Ken, wherever you go to an event, things are that they are expensive, and we do get ripped off, don't we? I mean, I went to Tom Grennan; it was £9.80 something a pint. At the NIA in Birmingham when we went to see Tom Grennan. Yeah. So that's nearly 40 quid for four pints. Right?
That's outrageous, really, isn't it?
And it's the venue. And I know these traders that they're being charged rent and stuff for their pitch, but surely they're not being charged that much to rip off fans. Down, like I say, down at Dillon's, you can get that barbecue food. I think it's £8.50, but it's freshly cooked. It's spot on. It's amazing for the money you pay. It's great. They do look after me because obviously I DJ there, so they, I have to pay for it, but they reduce it a bit for me.
You get a discount.
A little bit of discount, yeah. So I'm lucky in that sense. But yeah, they do have to look at this. But then is it because we're charging too much rent to these kiosks? Because that's what happens, isn't it? They pay a rent.
Yeah. And obviously, Doug's got the ones that sell the alcohol and the lager and stuff. Doug has had to tell them they've got to charge £3.60, haven't they?
Yeah.
So if they're coming inside, so he's had to obviously do some sort of deal with the rent that they pay for their pitch. So maybe they can do that the same with the food.
Well, I was going to say, if you can charge £3.60 for a pint, surely you can charge £3.60 for a hot dog.
Yeah,
because a hot dog ain't £8.50's worth, is it?
That's an absolutely ridiculous price for a hot dog.
Hey, it was.
No.
It was. I think it was £8.50 for a hot dog.
Yeah,
right?
and that's what's keeping people away, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know.
and surely, a hot dog ain't £8.50 compared with £3.60 pint. Surely not.
If you've got a family of 4, let's say, it's expensive day out if you've got to buy more food and drinks and stuff like that.
People said, well, get food before you get there, and whatever else, go somewhere else. But then that's keeping you away from the ground. So the idea is to keep everyone at the ground, to spend money at the ground. Surely you've got to bring the food down to match the price of the drinks.
Yeah, to a reasonable, affordable price.
I used to have a friend who owned a food van, used to do like events like Glastonbury, etc., and like stadium events like this. And I remember him always saying, because it was his dad that owned it, a lot of places will charge you a pitch rent, plus they'll take a percentage of your take-ins. It's the same at airports, so any concessionaries at airports, train stations, and I imagine it'd be the same now still with events. They'll take a pitch rental, but they'll also want a percentage of the take-ins. So what they do is they'll put it up to try and so they make what they would normally charge if they were out on the average high street in the week, just so they can make their profit on it and then cover that percentage that the hosts take out of it. I'm not sure if that's going on because you say £8.50, £8.60 for a hot dog just doesn't work out right.
No.
And I've had one before when I was desperate one time. I was there. I think it's going back a couple of years. And it was stale. The bread was stale.
Yeah,
it was hard. And
it was like crumbling. Yeah.
And you're like, hold on a minute. I've just paid. I mean, I think it was about £6 when I paid for one, and I thought that was too much then. But and you thought, I've paid £6 for this. You know what I mean?
It's expensive. It's going to be really good quality to make you at least feel not quite so aggrieved about it, doesn't it? If they're giving you stale rubbish and charging a fortune, then it's just going to annoy everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, well, that barbecue thing down at Dillon's, and I'll come on to another one in a minute because Claudio's mentioned something. I'll bring it up. For the money you get, for what you get for your money, it's really, really nice. It's worth the money. You don't get chips. You get these like barbecued new potatoes. New potatoes. You get barbecued new potatoes. And then you get your hot dog or your burger, and you get crunchy onions on it. You get all the toppings on it, and it's really nice. It's hot. It's not cold. It's fresh. The bread's fresh, and that's what you want. You want quality. If you're going to pay,
you don't feel quite so aggrieved about the price, then, do you? If you've had nice food, you don't feel quite so annoyed about it. Because look, I go to a lot of music festivals in the summer, and the food there is always pricey, as is the beer. And but if you find the stalls that do really nice food, you can always tell because they're busy. So you might be paying like £10, £12 or something. But if it's really nice and fresh and like appetizing, then people will accept that. It's when you're paying £8-9 for not very much, and you're just thinking, well, that's just a rip-off then, and that's what winds people up, isn't it? Because then you're just getting ripped off, and that's just annoying.
Yeah, it's no good. And I want to bring on to this. The reason I'm going to say that down there, but also Chrysler King car park. This is a great little place. They've got a little clubhouse.
Very cheap.
When we park there, it's £2.50 a hot dog, and it's great for £2.50.
Yeah.
I bet that's proper sausage as well, isn't it? Like one of those horrible frankfurter things as well.
Yeah. It's a Brockverser. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And so there's I can't see why they can do £3.60 a pint, but they have to charge. Where is it? Someone's put in here. Hot dog, £9.
That is absolutely outrageous.
Rob Murray, £13 loaded fries. Well, hold on a minute. What they putting on it? Cheese and something else. Don't cost you £13 for.
No, you've got to be loaded to buy them.
I know.
I think you are.
I know. I just think something needs to be done. Now, look, we know the club watch this show, so come on, Sky Blues, come on. you can do something about the food.
I think he'll get it right eventually. I think if we can see in the next few games, if he can get the prices down to a reasonable level, that will get the fans in there, because
yeah,
fans don't like getting ripped off, do they? At the end of the day, they will go out. They've got a big family of 4 or 5 people that come into the game, and they want food. They'll have to go somewhere else for their food, because they're not going to pay that sort of price for food.
No, definitely not. Dan's come in. He said, "Did Doug keep Fraser advertising in the CBS as a goodwill gesture?" Yeah, if you watch his interview, it was part of the deal, wasn't it? There was something in there.
To the end of the season, yeah.
Yeah, for that. Assassins United says top of the league. Mark Rainbow says, "Happy birthday, Ken."
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much, Mark. And I hope everything's okay, Mark, because they've had a bit of a rough time. Same as Debbie and Dean, who turned up on Thursday as well. They've had a rough time of it lately. So I hope you're all okay. Yeah. Alison Berry spent £15 for a hot dog and a Coke at Millwall. Shocking prices, but it was lovely.
Well, that's
like Hull away. That was in last season. Hull away was the food there was amazing. If you ever followed the group, there's like there's a Facebook page called Away Day Football. Away Day Food or something like that. And it's some of the things you see are shocking. I mean, we think ours are bad, but some of the food you see, you think, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? And we've got some nice food venues inside, but you know, we could have better off.
Sausage mash and onion gravy.
Oh, that'd be nice. Now we're getting into winter, aren't we?
and a cup of Bovril.
Yeah.
Yes, Bovril.
Cup of Bovril, sausage, 2 sausages, and mashed potato with onion gravy, £5. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself a little pitch, Miles.
Hey, flipping it. I'd do it for £5. I can't. There's something not right. So please, Sky Blues, if you can do something. Should we get this up?
Yes.
Championship standings. Sky Blues on top with 22 points, 22 goals after 10 games. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it?
And look at those top goal scorers. How many we got in the top?
3. 3 in the top 5.
Wow.
And we've got Milan for most assists, and we've got Rushworth with most clean sheets. And what's the bottom one?
Clean sheets, isn't it? We like best defences.
Oh, best defences, 7.
Oh, yeah, goals conceded. So we've conceded 7. I think
7
only Stoke are better, aren't they? Only Stoke have done 6. They're the only ones that are better.
Yeah, well, they'll be conceding 5 in a couple of weeks' time, so I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah,
Asante's quite high up in the assists as well, isn't he? I think Asante's quite high up, is he?
He's there, yeah.
Is he?
He's
I've got the wrong glasses on.
Yeah, he's 5th. He's there with 3. Milan with 5. Had you right? 8 goals. Brandon Thomas Sante 6. Victor Torp 6. The reason Victor Torp's lower down than McBurney, I think it's because of the minutes he's played.
Oh,
and those. So let's have a look at this then because obviously Ken, we're coming to the end, aren't we? But we've got Portsmouth. Middlesbrough got Sheffield Wednesday. It doesn't say if it's home or away, so I'm just going off what's at the side here. I don't know if anyone's got the fixtures up in front of them. Stoke City got Millwall. Well, that's a tricky one, isn't it? Leicester got Hull. That's another tricky one. West Brom have got Watford. Yeah, maybe.
You expect West Brom to win that, don't you?
You would think so. Bristol City, Southampton. Bristol are looking good. Preston, Birmingham. You would probably fancy Preston there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Charlton, Ipswich. Now, I think aren't Ipswich at home for that? I can't remember what Sky said, but so maybe a draw there again.
Yeah,
QPR. Yeah, I thought so. Ipswich are at home. QPR got Swansea. Their unbeaten run come to an end. Apparently, QPR were the informed team. Well, not being funny, we ain't lost a game. So our QPR are the informed team. I don't get that one. Don't understand.
That was nice. Did you see that on Sky yesterday, Miles? Because on Sky yesterday, they obviously had the QPR Millwall game on, like the early kickoff. And the commentator was saying about how both teams had the Coventry effect and then gone on a decent one afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I couldn't hear it at Dylan's.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good of them then, wasn't it? Yeah. So they had the Cov effect. Yeah, I like that. What else we got there? Portsmouth have got
us.
Oh yeah, they got us. Wrexham have got Oxford. See, that's not an easy game, is it? Portsmouth have got who? Norwich have got Derby. Blackburn have got Sheffield United. Oh, that's a tasty one, isn't it?
Yeah,
that is a tasty one. So we could be top still this week. We could be top. And I love this one. Luke shared it with me earlier. Teletext style.
Oh, teletext style.
Who's made that?
It's an app.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an app. There's a guy on one of the groups on Facebook. He shared that, so I had to save it. But he advertised it a couple of weeks ago. He said it's an app, and it shows all the scores, just like the old teletext. You can see the league table, just like teletext. I love it.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I like that. That's really good. I do like that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. If you need any car parking, head over to Coventry carparking.co.uk. Get your car park spaces now. Home and away. Just check it out. Scan the QR code or put in your search engine. And if you want any coach travel, they are sold out this week. But ccfctravel.co.uk. There you go. Excellent stuff.
A few more comments about the food in there as well.
Let me have a look.
Yeah,
Claudio's come in and said the club have made a lot of changes in a very short space of time. Judge it after Christmas. Luke is right. Hull was tremendous last season.
It was.
Oh, yeah, you went on your date, didn't you, Ken?
I think I had a traditional pie and Claudia had some sort of exotic food. I don't know what it was. I didn't like the look of it.
Paul Cutiford says jacket potato stall. Baked potato. Jacket potato. Who calls it a baked potato? It's a jacket potato. A bit of Jamaican food, curried, great jerk, chicken, pork. Ooh. And Ann Joyner says we've just had homemade beef
bourguignon.
Big bourguignon.
That's quite a tricky one, isn't it? We had beef stroganoff and mash tonight.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I had a homemade steak pie.
Very nice.
Oh. I had sausage, egg, crinkle cut, homemade chips
crinkles.
with my own crinkle cutter, and peas, egg, and sausages.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
crinkles are the best.
Crinkle are the best.
I had ham and egg and chips, by the way.
Oh, you had ham, egg, and chips.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Here you go. Then here's our standing so far. How wrong am I?
Yeah, these are our predictions from the start of the season.
Yeah, how wrong am I? Brilliant. Now the pub we're all going to after I've done this. So I've gone Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester, Birmingham, Wrexham, Middlesbrough. Oh dear. At the bottom, I'm quite close. Sheffield Wednesday and Oxford, but Preston are up where we are. Ken, you had us finishing third.
Yes,
Vicky,
I did.
You had us finishing fifth. Claudia had us finishing sixth, and Jack had us finishing fourth.
Now, look, everybody up there has put Ipswich. Now, are we all disappointed with Ipswich form so far?
No, I'm happy.
Well, I'm surprised because I thought they'd be a bit better than they have been. To be honest, I thought they'd have a few more points in the bag, but because they've still got a lot of their Premiership players, intact, haven't they? They've only sold a couple. They haven't got many. They've got quite a strong squad, so I expect them to be up there come the end of the season. Thereabouts.
Yeah, I think they'll get second. We'll get champions. They'll get second.
Be interesting when we go. Sorry, Luke. Go on.
So mostly, look at the seasons we've had where almost around this time or a few weeks prior to this, we've been sort of at the bottom, 17th, 18th, 19th, and come the end of the season, we still managed to make it into the playoffs. So I still think it's early doors, very early doors. We've just got to keep going to try and get that big boost now before Christmas. I'd like to see us still top at Christmas, and then we should be smooth rolling from there.
Yeah.
The thing is, then you get to the stage, don't you, where you sort of got your playoff position secure. What we want is to get to the stage where we know we can't drop below 6th. I mean, ideally we want automatics, but you want to get to the stage where you're sort of confident that we're going to be in some sort of playoff contention, whatever happens, because as early as possible.
Well, we are 5 points off 6th, so
just keep on building that gap.
Yeah, mind the gap.
Yeah. Leicester City.
Mind the gap. Well, if you are coming on Tuesday, mind the gap. If you are coming on Tuesday, we're going to the. Now, I've got to say this properly. Okay, the Shepherd's Crook. We are going to the Shepherd's Crook, which is near the ground, and it's for the away fans. And if you're going early, like we're going early, they do food and everything there. So you can get some food while you're down there. We're going to go and have a few. I'm going to get Ken drunk. That's what I'm going to do before kickoff. And then he'll get to the turnstiles. They won't let him in. No, you're too drunk. You're not coming in. But yeah, so we're going down there, and that's the pub all the away fans are going in, apparently. The Shepherd's Crook. Cool. So we'll see you down there. And I think I'm going to take my microphones, Ken. What do you reckon? Should we do a little live stream from inside the pub?
I think we could do some sort of chat with the fans, couldn't we?
In the pub, live.
Live from the pub in the pub pumping, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I reckon so. I think we will this week. I think we'll do a live one. I don't know what time. It'd be early, because otherwise I'll be drunk. And I ain't going on live when I'm drunk. Right. That's me finished. Shut up talking now. So carry on, Ken. We need
any more things to show? Any more photos? No, is that it? You were just about to show some with Frank Lampard on. What was it?
Oh yes, old Uncle Frank. There you go, top of the table.
And it's interesting to see Redknapp saying how he talks to Frank. His first result he looks for, Harry Redknapp, every weekend now, Coventry. And he said he speaks to Frank every day after the match. And he says he hasn't been to a game yet because he doesn't want to put the cobblers on it. He says, I live not far from Portsmouth. I'm very tempted to go on Tuesday. But he said, I don't think I'll go. I'll watch it on telly because I don't want to put the cobblers on it. I want them to keep winning. So, yeah, he's a big Coventry fan at the moment as well. So he said,
most Chelsea as well, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a lot of support out there from a lot of the pundits and people. So it's good. Yeah, and it's entertaining stuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he has made it clear that he's going nowhere. He's turned down Rangers. Apparently, they did approach, and he said he wasn't interested, and he's quite happy where he is. Thank you very much. So fair play to him. You know, it's good, and it's good how he wants to continue his career here because he's been there before when he's left clubs too early. Like he left Derby, go to Chelsea. I know the Chelsea pull was probably quite a big one for him because it was his former club. Didn't quite work out for him there, did it? And although he's under a transfer ban at the time, weren't he? So he couldn't sign any players, so his hands were tied really. So he learns from his mistakes, really, don't you? And I think the grass always isn't green on the other side, as we all know, don't we? Several players and people we know that well. So
Wendy Heron's come in. She said the food in the concourse is lovely and good value. In the north stand, there's an Indian food, 2 huge samosas and chickpea curry for £6, burger and wedges for £8. Haven't tasted better.
It does. I haven't tried it yet, but it's really nice.
I haven't seen that. That's in the concourse inside the stadium. Okay.
Yeah.
Cov Andy's come in. He says it's only 5 minutes stagger for Ken. Brilliant. This is going to be funny, videoing him staggering to the ground.
Well,
you ain't coming in, mate. You're too drunk.
Luckily, our hotel's not far from the ground either. That's good.
Yeah, you're staggering there. Claudio Cardellino. Is he in again, is he?
Yes.
Remember the aftermatch?
Yeah, we've got to remind
Remember the aftermatch Tuesday around 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be me and Claudio and anyone else.
If you've missed Claudio's voice tonight, well, he will be back on Tuesday night after the match for your after-match reaction.
No one's missed it. No. Alison Berry says, be happy with a 1-0 going. Tricky one, long travel, night away, though we owe them a lesson and get our pride back down there. Yes, we do owe them a lesson. And best of luck from Steve Price. Great show. Best of luck for Tuesday. Mick Davenport says, great show, everyone. 1-0 City win Tuesday. Boom.
That's it.
There you go.
Well, that's it then. I think we've come to an end, haven't we? We've all had a good time. We enjoyed it, Luke. Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, and Vicky, as normal. Thank you very much.
Always, thanks.
And Miles, thank you very much. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Ken. Don't be late.
I'm not going to be late. I, for one, am looking forward to my fish and chips by the seaside on Tuesday. That's the food I'm going to go for. Can we continue our unbeaten run? I think we can. Why not? Another clean sheet? Yes, I do think we can do it. Because the Sky Blues are sky high. That's it then. Good night.
Good night. Play up Sky Blues. Going to leave you with the goals. Leave you with the goals.
Oh, fantastic.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.